Hey, watch your hand.
Almost 3 years old, Scarlett Weens loves playing with her daddy. Unlike the rest of the world, Scarlett doesn't see his scars.
She's never cared that I'm disfigured. To her, I'm just daddy.
24-year-old Dallas Weens suffered 4th-degree burns after an accident on a cherry picker. He was making repairs at a Fort Worth church when his head touched a high-voltage power line. Doctors didn't expect him to live.
What he was left with is truly a skeleton or a skull on top of a body. And the remarkable thing about his injury was that his brain was okay and the rest of his body was okay.
I had faith that God would see me through what happened, and that allowed me to accept it. And I knew that I had my daughter to come home to.
Dallas hopes to become the 3rd face transplant case in the U.S. He's not afraid to face the public. He just wants feeling and muscle control in his face.
I can get kisses from my daughter, but I can't really feel them, and I can't really kiss her back.
His doctors are hopeful Dallas will be a candidate, but admit face transplantation is risky.
It's a transplant from another human, so you have to take medicines to keep your immune system suppressed so that you don't reject the transplant.
Whatever happens, Dallas says he has big plans for the future.
College, a degree, a real career, being able to provide for my daughter and me.
So ready, go.
Daddy, that me.
In Dallas, his family and doctors have seen an undying will. Little Scarlett has taught profound,
Thanks for listening.
unconditional love.
I love you, Daddy.
I love you, sweetheart. It seared off all of the flesh from the crown of my head all the way down. Anything that does not have hair is transplanted skin from other parts of my body. I was blessed to be here when I got hurt. I don't think anywhere else in the world would have been able to save my life like Parkland did. They set the precedence for urine resuscitation and care in the world, so I was blessed to be taken to Parkland. They kept me in a coma in the hospital. They were not sure how severe the pain would have been or if I would have been able to stand it, so they kept me in a medically induced coma. The human mind is an amazing thing. As I was unconscious, I had dreams, and in my dreams I was hurt. You know, I've had worse. It was my motto throughout the entire time I was in the hospital. I hadn't had worse medically, but I dealt with a lot in my life, and so I knew I would pull through. And it was hard, and there were times where, I would just pray. It was like, God, either give me the strength to get better or let me go home, And He gave me the strength to get better, and I made the choices that I made to walk again, to talk, eat, all the things that the doctor said I would never do. Being the first 100% face transplant, that is great for me, but it opens the doors for everybody else who gets severe facial disfigurement, anything, to actually be able to have another option than being scarred from chin to top, And it's a great thing to know that people have a thing they can choose other than looking in the mirror and hating what they see every day. But when you stare death in the face, everything about life seems that much more precious. And we take for granted all the little things, from the color of the sky or grass to a sunrise or sunset. But those are gifts. Every breath that we take is a gift. We're not promised our next breath. And to worry about what you drive, how much you make, how popular you are, what clothes you wear, that doesn't matter.
I just wanted to ask you why you're up here in Boston today.
Just doing some testing, looking at a hospital face transplant.
And how excited are you about the possibility?
I'm extremely excited.
Yeah. And when you heard that they were doing this here in Boston, were you excited, that you could be a candidate for this?
Oh yeah, then my plastic surgeon in Texas actually presented my case at a symposium,
where he met the doctor who had already performed a face transplant that I'm coming over here to meet today. So they've been kind of working together to get me here. So.
And I know that you've been through so much, the past few years. What would this mean to you?
A lot. It'll be great.